we did have a report of a missing young lady on the 11th of February, and quickly, there were no traces initially, but upon tracking, finally, investigations led us to the apprehension of this suspect, one Abdul Rahman Bello. He has since confessed to the crime, and a search conducted at his residence led to the recovery of some of the body parts of the unfortunate.
Yetunde lost her life in the most brutal way, and her case is just one of many. Young women need to be careful. It all began with a simple connection on Facebook. Yetunde, a final year student at Kwara State College of Education, met Abdul Rahman Moabalo online. They started chatting, and over time he invited her to visit him. No one knows exactly how long they had been talking, but at some point, she trusted him enough to go to his apartment. On Monday, February 10th, 2025, Yetunde was at a naming ceremony with family and friends. She was eating, enjoying the event, when she received a phone call. It was from Abdul Rahman. Whatever he said to her made her leave immediately. She dropped her food and rushed out to meet him. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. When she didn't return home, her family became worried. They tried calling her, but her phone was either off or unreachable. Panic set in. They knew she had been at the naming ceremony, but after that, no one had any idea where she had gone. Without wasting time, they reported her disappearance to the police in Ilorin, Kwara State. The police acted fast. They traced her last phone call, and it led them straight to Abdul Rahman Moabalo. Yetunde's family had never heard of him before. He was just a Facebook friend, nothing more. No one had met him in person. When the police picked him up for questioning, he denied knowing her. He claimed he had never seen or spoken to her before, but the police weren't convinced. They insisted on searching his apartment. That was when Abdul Rahman suddenly changed his story. He admitted that Yetunde had visited him, but claimed she had suffered an asthma attack and died. According to him, he panicked and didn't know what to do, so he decided to get rid of the body. But when the police entered his apartment, what they found was beyond horrifying. Abdul Rahman lived in a small, self-contained apartment. Inside his kitchen, there was a large wooden table covered in fresh bloodstains. It was clear that someone had been butchered there. And then, in a corner of the kitchen, they found a bucket filled with a liquid, and inside that bucket were human body parts. Yetunde had been dismembered. Blood splatters covered the walls, the floor, and even the table. There were tools and knives used for cutting. This wasn't just someone trying to get rid of a body. This was something much darker, much more disturbing. The news of Yetunde's murder shocked everyone. Abdul Rahman was not just any random person. He was the son of a well-known cleric who had passed away the previous year. On Facebook, he looked like the perfect gentleman. His page was filled with religious posts, pictures with high-ranking Muslim leaders, and images of him posing with different women. He seemed friendly, respectable, almost too good to be true. But behind that perfect Facebook profile was a monster. Now the big question remains, why? Why did he kill Yetunde? What was his motive? Was it for money rituals, organ trafficking, cannibalism, or was it part of something much bigger, something involving powerful people? Many are asking if his father or other influential figures in his life had a hand in this. Was he acting alone, or was he working for someone else? These are the questions that need answers. Yetunde's death is a painful reminder that not everything that looks good on social media is real. Young women especially need to be careful. Not every man with a clean Facebook profile and a charming smile is safe. Some are dangerous, hiding in plain sight, waiting for their next victim. Abdul Rahman has been arrested and the investigation is ongoing. But one thing is clear, this is not an isolated case. There are many Yetundes out there, many stories that never make it to the news. Be careful, be smart, and most importantly, always let someone know where you're going and who you're meeting. This world is not as safe as it seems.